What up, is Marcus Dynasty Fun Dads, and we're doing some Dynasty trades today. We have DeAndre Swift signed jersey. We're going to be giving that away when we hit 2K, so just be a subscriber. We're going to be doing some more Dynasty trades since I love some Dynasty trades. And you get to see the thought process when I read these off, and you get to actually absorb the information right off the bat instead of thinking about these beforehand, which I think sometimes you can just spit out information and you don't actually get to see the thought process about what some of these trades go with. So 10-team Dynasty Superflex, we have Trey Lance, we have Burks. For Mac Jones, London in 2023 first. Think of Burks and London kind of being equal. They're in the same tier for me. So really it's Mac Jones and 2023 first for Trey Lance. I like Trey Lance. I do like Trey Lance. I think the difference between Trey Lance, who is QB 12 in Dynasty, in my opinion, 12, 13-ish, versus Mac Jones, who's in the later teens, depends where this 2023 first lands. If it's the high to mid first, I am taking Mac Jones in 2023 first. If it's a late first, if you think it's a really, really strong contending team, I'm probably just going to try to ride with Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance definitely has the possibility of being a top 7 quarterback. He has the mobility-wise, but he also has a huge floor where he could completely bust out, and all of a sudden we don't talk about him in about 24 months. While Mac Jones has shown that he's a solid quarterback, but we're not going to see the super high ceiling of Mac Jones. But the floor is a lot higher because we've seen him succeed. I would say his floor is like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had a really good rookie year, and he has slowly fallen off. Mac Jones had a really good, solid rookie year. That I would say that would be his floor, but I would say he can continue on and move into that high-end QB2 Kirk Cousins range. Would you rather have in a 12-team PPR Superflex with a 1.75 tight end premium? Ooh. You got Derek Carr, Garrett Wilson, Dalton Schultz for Jalen Hurts and Michael Thomas. Was this, I was like, did this happen 24 months ago? No, 12 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm taking Derek Carr. Derek Carr, yes. I understand you're not getting, the difference between Hurts and Carr for me is not ginormously different. I think that Jalen Hurts is a successful fantasy quarterback, but you get Garrett Wilson, which is completely better than Michael Thomas, and you get Dalton Schultz, who I think is going to be a very successful tight end, any tight end premium league. I'm taking the top one pretty easily in this one. So that's my thought process there. 12-team PPR Dynasty, start 1 QB, so just 1 QB. Cortland Sutton, 2023 first mid. Does not say if they are a contender or not. I might take the 2023 first mid. Honestly, that the class is so good, and I think I can get a better wide receiver there. Cortland Sutton, it's going to be super interesting to see the Cortland Sutton Judy. I'm more of a Judy lover than I am Cortland Sutton. I think I'm just going to start trying to move out of that Cortland Sutton range. I really do. I think he was one of those I thought was super undervalued at one point in his career. Now I think he's super overvalued because Russell Wilson. So I'm gonna pass on him. All right, I need to find my next trade. Oh, Jahan Dotson, Darrell Williams. So Darrell Williams is basically nothing for Ramondre Stevenson and then 2023 second. 2023 second. This was 50-50 on the old Twitter sphere poll here. By the way, I do have a new Twitter. It's Dynasty_Dad1. Whoop. Yep, so if you want to add or ask a trade, I'll be able to respond to that, and I will respond in the next Dynasty video that I have here, so you can see my thought process. So go on Twitter, make a Dynasty trade, so that will be able to help. So I'm going to go with Jahan Dotson here. Ramondre Stevenson is going to be in the mess of what we call Patriots backfield line. They have a rookie there. They have Damian Harris there. It's just going to be always a complete mess there for Patriots backfield. And then you'll get the random weeks from J.J. Taylor, and you're going to be like, what? Darrell Williams is worth a fourth or something like that. And he's not worth much, but you get Jahan Dotson, who is worth a late first. And I sold Ramondre Stevenson for a first, because late first, but I sold him that because that's what I believe in. Carson Wentz, DeAndre Hopkins for Elijah Moore. This is a 12-team PPR Superflex Dynasty. This is tough because Elijah Moore I do love, but you get Carson Wentz, who is a sufficient enough quarterback, and you get DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to actually take the Carson Wentz DeAndre Hopkins side, and I don't like it, but I'm going to do it because quarterbacks are so valuable. You have a 12-team league, especially if I'm a contender. I am taking the Carson Wentz DeAndre Hopkins side, and I know I might only get like 2 seasons out of DeAndre Hopkins a season in 11 games, But Elijah Moore, I do like him, but I just cannot value him enough. I think he's more replaceable in a super flex league, and so I'm going to be taking Carson Wentz and DeAndre Hopkins because of the value of depth that you need in a contending team. 12-team PPR super flex, but 3 starting running back slots. Ooh, interesting. You have Breece Hall. Oh, I love Breece Hall. And Hines, which is very little. He might fit in your RB3 slot on a depth week. There's bye weeks and stuff. Garrett Wilson in a late 2023 first. If I associated a late 2023 first being a middle to, like, let's just say pick 4, pick 5, pick 6. It really depends on where you feel like that late 2023 first is in value with. It doesn't say super flex. It does say super flex. Yeah, so it's gonna be like basically, if you think of where Garrett Wilson was, he was a 103 to 105. So you're basically getting kind of 2 types of those values from Breece Hall. I'm still gonna take Breece Hall. I'm gonna take the 101. I know it's super flex. I'm gonna take it. It's close. It's close. If you want Garrett Wilson, if you're a big Garrett Wilson fan, it's a late 2023 first. This is a close trade. This is a good trade. This is one of those trades that I'm like, I can see both sides. I like the Breece Hall. I like having Hines as that RB3 kind of bye week fill in. But Garrett Wilson on late 2023 first is good value. I mean, late 2023 first is going to get you a really, really solid wide receiver or potentially a running back that falls. There's plenty of running backs in the 2023 class, and it's super flex. If it wasn't super flex, then you're looking at, I'm definitely leaning Breece Hall, but since it is super flex, you're going to, that late 2023 first, this class was so weak that comparing that, I mean, that's why I'm comparing the 2023 class to the 2022 class here. So anyways, Allen Lazard, 205. Dynasty PPR. Oh, man, that's tough. This is kind of one of those, if you're a contending team, take Allen Lazard. If you're a rebuilding team, just take 205 and then try to do your lottery ticket that way. It depends on who's left at 205. There are some leagues that I've seen Jahan Dotson fall at 205. There are some leagues that I've seen George Pickens fall to 205. There are some leagues that they don't seem to value. They push some of these running backs ahead. And so I'm going to take that wide receiver. But if it goes to my standard dynasty rankings of rookie rankings, then I am going to take the 205. Or I'm going to take the Allen Lazard side. So know your league mates. See who's on the clock. All right. 12-team Superflex. Hurts. Well, for the other side's Herbert. So I should say Herbert and Tyler Algier. 4. Hurts, Fields, Dameon Pierce. So Dameon Pierce, Algier, they're relatively close in my mind. They have similar draft capital in that they're 4th round later. So that doesn't. So they're close to me. So let's just say it's Hurts and Fields for Herbert. I am taking Herbert 100% of the time. Fields is super questionable, and Hurts, we don't know how long his longevity is. I am taking Herbert, who it could be a generational type talent. I say that, I guess you could say that for potentially. You could say that for Allen and Mahomes too, but it's those 3. Those 3 are studs. I'm taking that. I am keeping Herbert. So if you're one that wants to give up Hurts, Fields, and Dameon Pierce for Herbert and Tyler Algier, I'm doing that. All right, we're going to keep going. We got a couple more minutes, so I'm going to keep doing it. And that's why I'm not posting them on the little corner here, because it just takes extra time, and you guys want to hear what the trades are. So maybe some days I'll put them on there, some days I don't. It just depends on how I'm feeling. So would you rather have 12-team, non-PPR, but it's 0.25 points per carry, Superflex Dynasty, so it makes it a little weird, but 2023 first mid or DeAndre Swift. This was a 50.3% to 49.7%, 200 voted system here, or 200 votes, and it was barely led DeAndre Swift, and I can see exactly the mental thought process here. If you're, again, it's a contending team, DeAndre Swift. If you're a rebuilding team, 2023 first, I'm taking those. DeAndre Swift is a great talent. But 2023 first could lead you, probably not Bijan Robinson, but could lead you to solid running backs, maybe that don't have the exact talent of DeAndre Swift, but just a hair lower. I mean, you're talking, you could get a really, really talented running back, a Gibbs, and another wide receiver. Who knows how some of these quarterbacks are going to fall if you get you could definitely get a stud wide receiver in the next class too. Man, I'm just like, I'm getting, if you can see the thought process, I'm getting torn in my head because I'm like, man, 2023 first, that class is going to be really nice. But just think of it in the 2020 class light. Erase that DeAndre Swift was there. Let's just say they were mid. Let's say they were picks 5 and 7. You're probably getting a Cam Akers or a Justin Jefferson. So like if you get that, then you win. But if you get like a Cam Akers and a Jalen Reagor or Henry Ruggs, then you lose the trade. Or a Jerry Jeudy, then you lose the trade. So it's definitely risky, but DeAndre Swift was a fourth, fifth pick kind of in that draft class. There was a lot of people that had the CEH, Jonathan Taylor, some had J.K. Dobbins, and then you had CeeDee Lamb, and then it was DeAndre Swift. So you had those 5 players. So you could have had DeAndre Swift fall into the mid. So you could have had, let's just say, somebody equal of talented plus another pick. So I think it's, if you're contending, take DeAndre Swift. If you're rebuilding, take those first. Take them. DeAndre Swift for Kenneth Walker, Brandon Ayuk, and 2024 second. I am taking DeAndre Swift. I don't even care what kind of league it is. We're taking him. Next one, Rashad Bateman or Michael Thomas. When was this posted? 4 days ago. Oh my goodness. People. Rashad Bateman. I understand Rashad Bateman had a horrible rookie year. Take him. He has so much talent. He is the quarterback run. He's the wide receiver 1, technically 2 because Mark Andrews. But take him. Garrett Wilson, Ken Walker in a 2023 third for George Kittle. This is a team that is tight end premium. I'm going to take Garrett Wilson, Ken Walker in 2023 third, I think. Yes, I'm going to. I understand it's tight end premium, but I'm going to do it. All right, so let's find one last one. That was a tough one. All right, we'll end on this one. This was posted, again, 4 days ago. You have 4 2023 firsts. You're having, how many teams? 12 teams. You're having a third of the 2023 class. But you have to give up DeAndre Swift and Kyle Pitts. And this doesn't say if it's just as one QB, which makes them a little bit less valuable. You're not going to have the CJ Strouds and stuff get pushed ahead. I am going to take DeAndre Swift and Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is literally a generational type talent, and DeAndre Swift is worth 2 of those 2023 first. And I don't think I would even trade. Like, if you told me, it depends, of course, again, where they're at. But if you told me there were 4 low ones, I would really have a hard time because Kyle Pitts and DeAndre Swift are known good commodities. DeAndre Swift, by the way, free signed jersey if you haven't subscribed yet. You know what you're going to get out of him. DeAndre Swift, top 5 dynasty running back right now. Kyle Pitts, the tight end number 1. Those 4 picks could end up being great. You could end up having a mixture of CEH, Jonathan Taylor type talents with the talents of, again, Jalen Reagor, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin Jefferson, Henry Ruggs. You're going to have a mixture of 4 of those players, which 2 of them could be really good and 2 of them could be really bad. Again, about half the first round is going to be bad and half the first round is going to be good. But again, that's what I think here. So again, thank you for watching. Let me know what your trades are that you want, again, on the Twitter sphere. Peace out. Take care.